The universe will definitely test you with what it is that you done prayed for, asked for, petitioned for, requested. It will test you to see if you're really ready for it. And if you are not, it is up to you to see why are you not ready for this opportunity or this blessing that's being presented to you. What is it about you that is preventing you from experiencing this opportunity or this blessing? That is the test. That is when class begins, because you get to examine and look at, okay, why am I not in position? Why am I not prepared? Because it's preparation meets opportunity. So most people are not prepared for what it is that they are asking for. So the universe will send the opportunity or the blessing or the gift, and you can't even do nothing with it because you're unprepared. Why have you been unprepared is the question. Ask yourself. It's about being in energetic vibrational alignment with the blessing, with the opportunity. What's been stopping you? What's been holding you back? Have you been holding you back? If you have, in what way or in what ways have you been holding yourself back? What have you been spending your time doing or not doing that has not been preparing you properly? Otherwise, opportunities and blessings gonna keep passing you. They gonna keep passing you. Now, what is it or who is it that's been getting in your way? If it is a person, that person is a mirror reflection of some energy within you that is a vibrational match of the blockage. Whatever the block is, it could be a mental block, an emotional block. That person is a physical representation of some block within you. I've had to cut off so many people on my journey. I don't miss them. I don't look back. They're just memories. And I've had some good experiences and some good memories, and some I don't even really remember, to be honest. No shade, but yeah, you know, and at the time I was in a low frequency. I was in ain't shit energy at the time, honestly. Didn't mean that I wasn't about shit. It was just I was in ain't shit energy at the time. So therefore, I attracted more ain't shit energy. More people who were just in ain't shit energy, or they just weren't about nothing. I don't know what they are today at this time. I don't know. I would hope they are better, in a better position. I wish them the best. But, I mean, we dealing with the facts. We dealing with the facts and the truth. So we have to look at our current situation and look at and see who we've been attracting. What are they bringing to the table? Who are they at a core level? What value do they bring to our life? Truthfully, because we know the value we bring. When you have high potential and you high potential for greatness, and you chosen, and you know you got a calling and a purpose on your life, you know what value you bring. Even though it may have took you some time to figure it out. But once you finally figure it out, you examine, you look at yourself, and you be like, yo, wow, like, I got this going on, I got that going on. You know, I like this about myself, I like that about myself. I know this. I do this a certain way and that a certain way. Like, oh, okay, I'm vibing with myself. And that's how you should be. There are very intricate and very like key, obvious things about yourself that is very telling of your value and who you are. You get to know these things and fall in love with these things about yourself. But when you around a bunch of ain't shits, man, they will slow you down and delay you and hold you back. And trust and believe, they know your potential. They see your potential. A lot of the times when you in a vulnerable state, when you attracted them, they noticed your potential before you did. They knew your greatness, and they knew you had promise and future. And they knew that they didn't really qualify to be in your presence at the time or whatever. So they had to do a whole bunch of playing dress up, playing vibrational, energetic dress up, and pretend to be something that they was not, and to pretend that they was about everything you was about, just to hold on to you, just to stick around, just so you can keep them around. And you know, and then y'all bonded over y'all traumas. Y'all both wounded. Y'all both come from some painful experiences through y'all early developmental years, your childhood, your adolescence, or whatever, early adult life, whatever. And y'all bonded. You know, it happens. They are your teacher, you are their teacher. Y'all are to learn from each other, and once y'all season and cycle is over, y'all keep it pushing, y'all keep it moving. Y'all forgive each other, and y'all thank each other for the opportunity and the experience, and you keep it moving in love. Because my religion is love. I see God as love. So, you know, and then a lot of the times these people with these ancient energies within them, they don't be the best. They don't be the best supporters. A lot of the times they be real toxic, unhealthy, imbalanced. You know, they are already unhealthy and toxic within themselves, so they really don't have nothing much to bring to you in your situation. So how can you co-create with that or collaborate with something like that? They have not done no real hard work on themselves, except they just been putting on a whole bunch of front and facade to pretend and be something that they are not, or to pretend that they are about something that they are not. So they go around and pick apart other people who are about something, and who truly have value and hold value, and they just kind of like pick off of them like a buffet. You know, they meet this one, they meet that one, and they formulate this identity and this personality within themselves. They, you know, all these people that have original swag and sauce and drip and juice. You know, you got the juice. You know, you a divine one, you a chosen one, you a child of the Most High. You come from source. You just forgot that you come from source. You got to get back tapped in. You got to get back tapped in the source so you can remember. So it's not so much about awakening. It is awakening, but it's remembering as well. Because you forgot. You in a state of forget. You gonna remember. You gonna remember. Everything gonna click. Everything gonna come online. You know, and you gonna activate. And once you get active, oh, it's gonna get active. It's gonna get active for you for real. You gonna know what you want to do. You gonna know when to move. Yep. Source will speak to you directly with no cloudiness, no fuzzy. It ain't gonna be fuzzy. You ain't gonna have no fuzzy signal. You ain't gonna have nothing in the way. No trauma, no pain, no like, you know. But yeah, we gotta be careful what our religion is, because that's what we live by. That's what we shape our lives from. You don't gotta be going to a temple or a church to have a religion. Our religion is the things that we think on and the things that we feel in our hearts. So a lot of us, we develop along the way from our peers, or you know what I'm saying, from life experiences, or even just from people who don't, you know, I'm just talking about the ones that the quality, their quality is low, you know, and they got to step it up. You know, we all responsible for our own frequency and vibration and our own value. They don't really have value, but except the value that they made you believe that they have, because y'all both bonded over y'all traumas and y'all both was egotistical as all hell. But then you end up finding later that their ego is way larger than yours. You can't out ego them. You can't out ego an ain't shit. Okay? They got you beat with that. They got you beat with that for sure. But yeah, like your religion and your faith. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So who is your God? Who are you listening to? What are you listening to on a daily? A lot of the times we have to overcome and heal from childhood trauma, adolescent, you know, mistreatment, because we were under the care of a hurt parent who was still in their hurt childhood frequency. They hurt teenager frequency, you know, and so we didn't get the best, you know, we didn't get the best love and nurture, you know. So we have to heal and overcome that and forgive. So if your faith comes by hearing, what is it that you're hearing on a daily? What are you listening to? Who are you listening to? You know what I'm saying? You hear people kill your dreams and your hopes and your faith and your love, just love in general. You know, people, man, I'm telling you, people can be very harsh. Very harsh. But see, the hearts and the mind will reveal a lot. What people feel, what they think. It'll tell you everything you need to know about a person. Their frequency and their energy, where they vibrate at. So, yes, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. God is the highest frequency of all the universe and creation. It's not a person. It's an energy within a person, and you know that somebody has God within them by how they operate, how they treat you, how they treat themselves. Because can't nobody treat you like they can't treat you. Where'd my thought go? They can only treat you as good as they can only treat you as good as they treat themselves. And you as well. You can only treat others as good as you treat yourself. So a lot of people lack faith. A lot of people lack faith. They're having a hard time manifesting and creating the life that they feel that they deserve and that they envision for themselves. They lack the faith to do so. It's like your faith needs to be fortified. It needs to be strong. It needs to be strengthened. So what are you listening to on a daily? That is your religion. That's your church. What you listening to? What messages? Faith comes by hearing, hearing by the word of God. The word is a message. Speech, talk, the sound. What are you listening to? Who are you listening to? Are you counteracting the F-ish that you're hearing on a daily? Because whoever you listen to, that's your pastor, that's your priest, that's your preacher. They're the ones that provide. They forcing their religion on you. Because what they believe about themselves, they projecting onto you. So you need to develop your own beliefs, your own belief system. Have strong belief system. Something that's going to take you where you trying to go. You need to be your own priest, your own priestess, your own prophet, your own prophetess, your own. You speak life into your situation. You speak life. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Okay? So who do you have speaking over your life? If it's not you, you need to be speaking over your life. You need to be saying what it is and what it's not. So I remember when I was in church, used to be some sisters in the church. They be like, I can't have anybody just praying over me. I can't have nobody just, I don't let nobody just pray and lay hands on me. And even then, whether they were aware of it or not, that is clear understanding of energy. Like, you can't just be having, you don't know who people praying to, who they talking to. You don't know. You don't know. I'm just saying, you don't know who people be worshiping and talking to and consulting with in the invisible realms. You know, so you can't be having, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you don't know. But you know who you talk to and who you want, what frequency and vibration you resonate and vibe with. You can trust that. And others who, are also on that same energetic, vibration. I'm telling you, you don't know what people do behind closed doors. They smile and, have they holy book tucked real tight in a headlock like a wrestler. they be, I'm telling you, you don't know. You don't know. You never know. So I'm just encouraging you all to take your own faith and your own beliefs in your own hands, so that you can shape the life and build the life that you want and that you deserve and that you envision for yourself. The universe will present the most beautiful blessing and be like, look, you see this? Ain't this beautiful? This wonderful opportunity. And you be like, man. And you be mistreated and tossed it to the side, or just forget about it, or don't even show up, or be late and self-sabotage, or just man, all because you failed to prepare, because you was filled with so many distractions. You distracted by your traumas, your memories, your wounds, and then these other connections and people you got around you. That's, pay attention to that. Pay attention to every time you got something new coming up or new in your life, who always popping up faithfully, religiously, and what energy do they be in, and what do they be telling you? Yeah, that. What do they be saying? Yeah. Do they be like all in your business, asking you a whole bunch of questions, getting you all, sedated? Getting you all in a good, get you all feeling good and whatnot. And you telling all the tea. You telling all the tea, the Kool-Aid, the lemonade, the soda. You telling everything. Don't do it. Don't do it. You gotta outsmart these energies. Don't get so caught up so much in the physical representation of the person. The energy within, the energy underneath. Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, like the books say. It's energies. But yeah, you just never know. And we gotta forgive, our parents. We gotta forgive our grandparents. We have to undo the generational curse. We gotta heal the generational curse. And and a lot of times we be unaware of some of the people we link up with and hook up with and connect with. They don't be on that. They be in ain't shit energy, or they just show up as an ain't shit. They might come from a whole line of ain't shits. You just never know. Like, and then you wondering why, your life is not being as blessed because you connected with somebody. They karma and they luck, they blessing and abundance rap sheet ain't rapping. it ain't doing what it's not giving what it needs to give. Okay. You don't want to be connected with nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like being in life and you being connected with somebody that is, they got a real thick criminal record, and they still in criminal energy. They still doing criminal stuff. And the next thing you know, you caught up. You just don't know. You don't see the dark clouds that hang over people. But if you really observe and pay attention to how they move and what they got going on, yeah, they might be on right now, or they was on when, y'all linked up or was getting to know each other and was building and growing. Probably wasn't really growing, but but yeah. But yeah, you just never know. Some people really just be energetically locked up in spiritual jail, and they just be looking for a cellmate, and next thing you know, you locked in with them, and you look up and you wondering why, like, things haven't been able to move and shake for you like you've been wanting them to move and shake, and you've been trying to make this happen and make that happen, and you just don't have the right energy around. And then your ancestors, they over on the other side, they trying to get your attention and throwing you all kind of signals, cutting the lights on and off in the house. You think your house haunted or something? Your house ain't haunted. Them ancestors trying to get your attention. They like, look, you know that ain't shit you friends with or you whatever connected to. Man, we trying to bless you. We trying to rain down the blessings. We see what you down there trying to do, trying to make happen. You know what I'm saying? For the family, for the bloodline, but it ain't gonna happen. You connected with them. It's the energy. It's all in the energy. Energy is a real thing. And the energy that you transmute in each incarnation, it will carry you over into the next. The wisdom you gain, and not so much the money or the wealth, but the means to get the wealth and to maintain the wealth, that will hold you generation to generation, incarnation to incarnation. You don't want to keep incarnating into poverty and brokedom. Like, who wants to do that? So you have to transmute those energies. And the things that a lot of people fail to transmute, unfortunately, it ends up mutating. into something that they never wanted to be or never thought they would be. Okay, they done created a whole monster out here because they did not transmute. They didn't take that low frequency, negative, low vibing energy within them, that habit, that unhealthy habit, that addiction. Oh, let's not get into the addictions. I mean, everybody's not lucky enough or blessed enough to just wake up and look up one day and just be like, I quit. I want to stop this. So this is over with. No, everybody's not blessed with that. It takes work. It takes actual work. People be walking around here moving like Pookie from New Jack City. And that's not popping. That's not cool. I mean, sorry, not sorry. I had to paint it like that, but that's the best way I feel I needed to, so that you can get what I'm saying. Like, don't nobody want to be out here like Pookie with anything, whether it's a negative thought you addicted to, or a negative thought process, a negative emotion, or a belief system. Back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hearing, oh, you ain't shit all the time, or you can't do it, or you need to give it up, or that ain't gonna work, or oh, that person is out of your league, or you out of their league, or whatever. Like, oh, that person just gonna leave you, or whatever. Okay? Faith comes by hearing, and that's shaping your faith, whether you realize it or not. And you hearing that all day, every day, or however frequent. Hey, a frequent, okay? It's creating the frequency, however frequent, okay? So, yeah, like, and then back to the trauma bonding. You and whoever, y'all bonding over y'all traumas, and y'all addicted. They addicted to you because you got the juice, you got the sauce. They gotta stay connected and tapped into you, because you are tapped in the source. So you're their God source, basically. They ain't gonna tell you that, but I mean, you'll just know just by the movements, the how things been going. And it's like, some people are just energy vampires, or just narcissists. They real narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? And y'all bonded and y'all connected over y'all wounds and traumas and y'all egos. But little do you know, they ego is way out there, like larger than yours. And you don't find that out till later on, after journeying with them. I mean, who you have in your energy and in your network determines a lot. People bond over different things. They have things in common. They share the same, trauma or addictions or habits. Y'all like to drink. Okay, y'all drink, y'all smoke, whatever. Y'all both like to hunch, whatever. Y'all both like the sex or whatever. I mean, and next thing you know, things become habitual, and they become bad habits, and then those bad habits lowers your frequency, and next thing you know, you are constantly living in a state of your lower self, your lower chakras. You don't rise above those lower chakras to reach higher consciousness, and to ascend properly. So yeah, I mean, Pookie and Pookiesha gonna always be out here. They gonna always be out here pookieing and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They gonna always be pookieing, trying to get they next fix off the next divine chosen one, even though they might not be fully operating in their, higher state of consciousness. But it's like, how can you, when you constantly supplying Pookie and Pookisha with you know what I'm saying? They constantly, with the juice. You got the juice, you got the sauce, you got the drip. And they know that. That's why they always hitting you up. It's crazy out here, man. This is, that whole empath and narcissist dynamic. It's real. It's a real thing. A real thing. I mean, it can be very sad and disappointing to watch. I've overcome it personally myself. Ain't going back. Yeah, hell to the no. No, sir, no, ma'am. I got it. Yeah, you don't want nobody addicted to your energy like that. It's like you ain't going. You need time for you. You got to get out here and get busy about your life, and you know what I'm saying. You got generational curses to heal and to reverse. You have abundance to reach. You have abundance of your energy. If it's all gone because you've been supplying Pookie and Pookisha, what you gonna be left with? What you gonna be left with? You gotta think about these things. You really gotta think about these things. Energy is a real thing. Energy is your currency. Your currency is synonymous with your money, and you can't be messing up your money. You got the divine ancestors on the other side in the invisible spiritual realms. Like, you out there messing up the church money, being connected with Pookie and Pookisha. We can't support that. We can't support that. No, we gotta honor our family, those that are alive and those are alive in the spirit. When you really respect and honor the institution of family, the structure of family. Because some people ain't proud of where they come from, so they gotta, instead of them doing the work to undo all that dysfunction and unhealthiness and toxicity and all that F-ish that they got going on in their bloodline, they rather just connect themselves to you, and then you see how they do, because they act like anything that hasn't been properly earned through learning. That's why the word earn is in learn. It's not going to be appreciated. It's just like, someone giving somebody $1 million, they didn't work for it. Because your energy is your currency. Your currency is synonymous with your money, right? If you really learn the proper wisdom and the know-how to obtain wealth and money and finances, if you didn't properly go through that process, that whole, we're becoming alchemists out here, right? So we gotta properly alchemize our life in a way that is going to produce and get us what it is that we desire and that we want effectively. So nobody that didn't work for anything is not going to appreciate nothing. That's just how that go.